Hey there, hi there, guys. What is up? Welcome back to the channel. And today was the Super Bowl. That is right, the All American Super Bowl. And if you're living under a rock or you're stupid, it starred Kid Rock. And if you're with the rest of the world living in reality, it starred a all American Spanish speaking Puerto Rican man known as Bad Bunny for an amazing, perfect performance. These are just some shots from his wonderful show with all of these lovely people. You know, just drastically more entertaining, impactful, exciting, and lively than that crap that Turning Point USA could ever give you guys, right? And I just want to say, for those of you wondering, this is how it kind of started. Just terrible. Just absolutely terrible. An ass ton of cinematography to try and make it look better. Hardly anybody there, maybe 200 people there in the live audience. I don't know anybody personally that actually watched this crap. It's sad and embarrassing that these guys felt the need to have to make their own Super Bowl show because they're so hurt that an American citizen speaks Spanish primarily. And respectfully, Bad Bunny did go on to say that, English was not his first language, nor was it the first language of America, you know. And I think that is not only beautiful, but true. The truth. All right. The absolute 100% guaranteed truth. And if you don't see that, you, my friend, might actually just be the one that's un-American, right? Like, why are your feelings so hurt that this guy got to perform? New Bad Bunny fans, listen to Young Miko. She's a Puerto Rican rapper who got famous in 23. Called her to sing on the song Fina. Last year, she opened for Billie Eilish shows in the USA. Yes, Young Miko is quite dope. Very good artist. Very good artist. Yes. Got to spread the Latin music and appreciation over here. But I think the thing that we should be talking about is the fact that just 10 years ago, this man, Benito, was a grocery bagger, and in 10 years, he has gone on to win a Grammy, 3 Grammys, if I'm not mistaken, and perform at the Super Bowl with countless #1 albums. It is beautiful. He also did the justice of giving this young man, who just a few weeks ago was in the custody of nationalistic terrorists, gave him a moment that I'm sure he will not only hardly understand for the time being, but grow to realize was one of the most, not only most perfect, important, and beautiful moments of his life, but historical moments for the rest of us. We're living in like the civil rights movement part 500 at this point. Unfortunately, Americans just have a hard time giving rights and appreciation to other people that don't exactly look like them in the mirror. And I can certainly say that all of the terribleness that this young man had to go through a few weeks ago, though it doesn't erase it, it certainly does make for a beautiful moment in this situation. Bad Bunny was also joined by countless Latin American or Latina artists such as Pedro Pascal, Young Miko, think this is Carol G. There was Ricky Martin and Cardi B. He paid homage to, Colombia, Bolivia, El Salvador, Uruguay, Paraguay, Mexico, Puerto Rico, Venezuela. And I think the part that really took it for me and escalated it to a whole nother level is this moment where he shows this football that says, "Together we are America." Whenever I was young and I was growing up, America was referred to as the melting pot of the world, where everybody, every walk of life could come and pursue the American dream. And it's always been a shit show, and it's always been a place where terrible, terrible people unfortunately get the power and get the spotlight, but ultimately it's the people that are down below, that are on the bottom, that are, hardworking and looked at as the scum of this nation, that are the ones that make this nation beautiful and what it is. And I don't know if this was a real reception, but it was absolutely beautiful. Oh my God, Bad Bunny's halftime Super Bowl wedding was completely real. That is amazing. Absolutely amazing. What a time. He brought out Lady Gaga. She had the privilege of, singing one of her songs. I believe it was a song of hers with Bruno Mars. He unfortunately did not make an appearance, but I thought it was very beautiful for the way that they did that. The only thing about Bad Bunny's show, Benito, what the hell is this? Yo no sé. God bless America, with all of this flags representing. This is a better look. Yeah, Cardi B, Karol G. I don't know who this is. Pedro Pascal. Yo no sé who that is. Or the other guys. But it was a wonderful halftime performance. I personally think that it is probably going to become, if not already is, the most watched halftime performance of all time. Certainly is my favorite. It was really, really, really good. If you didn't get the chance to watch it, please go watch it. I'm really excited to see. I'm really excited to see the difference in numbers between their show and the Turning Point USA show, because it is absolutely embarrassing that they felt that they needed to take this away from this young man. This is an accomplishment. This is beautiful to see. Last year, it was very much focused on Black Americans and, making them people, unfortunately, in as harsh a way that I can say it. But there are just some people in this country that don't believe that these people are people, and it's sad. But this year being focused on Latin Americans, I'm really hoping to see this move forward and keep going forward as a fuck you to not only this administration, but to so many American guys that think that this is wrong and horrific and that he shouldn't have been able to perform. That's all I really have to say. I appreciate you for stopping by. If you disagree with me, let me know why down below. I really don't care if you disagree with me. Unfortunately, you're on the wrong side of history, my friend. Sad to say, but sure, go ahead and flap your lips down there, and I'll reply. And I'll see you guys tomorrow in the next one. Peace.